The tastiest, healthy, low-calorie and high-protein butter chicken. If there's one food I could eat for the rest of my life, it would honestly be this. Grab your diced chicken breast and add a teaspoon of turmeric, paprika, garam masala, salt and pepper. Then add ginger, garlic, low-fat Greek yogurt, and mix everything together. Now cook the chicken on high heat, and just before it's fully cooked, set it to the side. To the same pan, add light butter and sliced onions, and I personally like to add cashew nut butter, or you can use regular cashew nuts. Add the same seasonings as before, with a can of diced tomatoes and a little bit more Greek yogurt. Mix everything together and blend the sauce for about 1 minute to make it nice and smooth, then add it back to the pan on low heat with the chicken. Let it simmer for a few minutes, add light cream and fresh coriander. This made 4 servings that I paired with rice, perfect for meal prep.
My version of this creamy buttered chicken is one of my boyfriend's favorite weeknight dinners, and it only takes 1 pan to make. First, marinate your chicken with the Greek yogurt and half of the seasoning mix above, and cook it on high heat with some coconut oil in a skillet until it's fully done. Remove it from the pan and then add coconut oil, butter, garlic, onion, the other half of your seasoning mix, and tomato paste. Next, we're gonna add our heavy cream and then turn off the heat completely, then add our Greek yogurt back in so it's nice and creamy. And you know the drill, good luck taking just 1 bite.
It's my favorite Indian takeout, butter chicken. My preference is cubed up chicken thighs, spoonful of yogurt, fresh ginger and garlic paste, hefty pinch of salt. We got garam masala, turmeric, and chili powder. Now mix and marinate until you lose patience. Use ghee and thank me later. And just remember, chicken thigh don't lie. If you want to cook this only 80% through, to our liquid gold, add a little bit more ghee. Get an onion sweaty, and you better scrape down all that flavor. More ginger and garlic, and we want to toast down the same spices. Kiss it with tomato paste. After a couple of minutes, add canned diced tomatoes, a handful of cashews, add in heavy cream, and now we blend. Add back in the chicken, and let it simmer 10-15 minutes. Fenugreek leaves, we gotta finish off with them. Remember, fresh cilantro negates all those calories. And now we have final product. And as always, now bismillah. The flavors and the textures are undefeated. Everything about this is perfection.
A lot of people have an unhealthy obsession with butter chicken, and now I know why. I've tried butter chicken from a couple restaurants and they didn't taste great, so I decided to make it myself, and it tastes a lot better when you make it at home. Home cooked food is just more superior. Make it yourself. This is the only recipe that you need. Marinate cubed chicken thighs with the ingredients on the screen and let it chill in the fridge for an hour. Heat up a pan with some oil and add the marinated chicken. Don't fully cook the chicken and take it out, and into the same pan add more oil and butter. Once the butter has melted, add a cinnamon stick and bay leaf. Toast it for 2 minutes, then add onions, and once the onions change color, add ginger and garlic paste, some spices, salt, and cook for another 2 minutes. Then add the tomato puree and cook it off for 5 minutes before adding in a can of chopped tomatoes. Take out the cinnamon stick and bay leaf and blend the mixture. Add the sauce back into the pan along with cream and the chicken and let it simmer for 10 minutes. Garnish with a little bit of cream and fresh coriander.
I'm gonna show you how to make some banging butter chicken that's gonna impress your mother-in-law. Let's go. I mean, only 3 people asked, but you're gonna get it anyway. So starting off with some diced chicken, we're gonna add some garlic and ginger. I'm gonna write down all the spices I use on the screen because if I read it out loud, it'll take too much time. Then I'm gonna add about 4 tablespoons of Greek yogurt, and this is what's gonna tenderize the chicken. You are meant to leave this overnight, but I wanted it now, so I left it in for 20 minutes. Also, this is a really ugly clip of me crying because of these godforsaken onions. This video's going too fast, I don't know what to do. Okay, anyway. Roughly chopped up some chili, garlic, and ginger. We're gonna make a tadka with this later. But first, we're gonna take the chicken back out the fridge and we're going to fry them off. Don't cook them completely through because we're going to finish cooking them off in the actual butter chicken itself. Do you know what I mean? Then you're going to whip out another pot, and this is what we're actually going to make the butter chicken in. Add some more butter because it is butter chicken. It's not a healthy recipe, I'm sorry. Then I'm just going to leave it and let it do its own thing for about 10 minutes. And then in the same pan we cook the chicken, that's where I'm going to make this B-Tech tadka, okay? Don't come for me for this one. I don't know why I'm doing all these cinematic shots, man. Leave me alone. But yeah, when you're finished with the chicken, don't wash the pan. Use it to still cook the tadka in because you're getting rid of all the flavour. I've been seeing all these TikTok videos on my For You page. You're doing it wrong. Anyway, add that to the onions, and then we're going to add in some chopped tomatoes. I use 2 tins for 2 people because we like to eat. All right, leave me alone. We're just going to add that in, and then we'll stir it up. I feel like I filmed a bit too much of the tomato action as well, but anyway, so we're going to add in the spices, the same ones that I added to the chicken. I realised that wasn't enough for me, so I added more of the Kitchen King one. Okay, now this is when you add your chicken back in. And when it comes to spices, quick tip, always add more than what you're told because it's gonna taste better, just trust me. You do you, love, you do you. Okay, and then I went in with about a cup of cream. And like when I mix it in, I know it's looking quite pale right now, but just let it cook in, let it blend, and it'll look more orangey. Go follow my Insta, by the way, if you want to. Okay, so for garnishing, I just added some Greek yogurt, some coriander, and some red chili powder. Then I made some basmati rice to go with it. I was meant to make roti as well, but I didn't have any atta, so And then I just plated it up and garnished it again, and that's it. I hope you all enjoyed. Bye-bye, love you.
Skip the takeout. Today I'm going to show you how to make a restaurant style butter chicken. First thing you want to do is marinate your chicken. 2 big spoonfuls of plain yogurt, some ginger garlic paste, cumin, coriander, turmeric, red chili powder, salt, kasuri methi, which is dried fenugreek, and the juice of 1 lime. Give it a good mix, and then I'm adding in 2 cubed up chicken breasts. You can use chicken thighs, whatever you prefer. Keep this in the fridge for at least 3 hours, but overnight is best. For the gravy, it's super easy. You're just going to heat some oil, throw in a red onion, some ginger, garlic, and dried red chilies. Then 5 tomatoes, these are Roma, they were kind of small, 8 ounces of tomato sauce, some salt, let that simmer for 10 minutes. Then you want to season this up really well. I'm throwing in some coriander, cumin, turmeric, and red chili powder. Let this go for just a couple more minutes before switching off the heat and letting it cool so that you can blend it. Next, you want to cook your chicken. You can grill it, pan fry it, however you want to do it. Next, heat some oil with half a stick of butter. Throw in your whole spices, which is some cinnamon, cloves, cardamom, and peppercorn. Also a couple bay leaves. I strained my gravy in just to make it super smooth, but that's optional. I'm also adding in some Kashmiri red chili powder just for color. I'm also adding more kasuri methi, some garam masala, and a little bit of salt. I'm going to cover that and let it simmer just till my chicken is done. I put my chicken on skewers and cooked it in the oven and then gave it 5 minutes under the broiler on each side. And finally, it's time to add in our heavy cream. To garnish, I add a little bit more heavy cream and some chopped coriander. And that's it. If you try this, let me know.
Pillowy soft garlic naan and creamy butter chicken. Ripe tomatoes, roughly chopped. Done. Red onions, roughly chopped. Done. Fresh ginger, roughly chopped. Done. Garlic, thinly sliced. Mortar and pestle. Start pounding and grinding to a paste. Coriander, roughly chopped. Done. Chicken breast, ginger garlic, salt, yogurt, black pepper, cumin, coriander, garam masala, Kashmiri chili, lemon juice, oil, mix to marinate. Bowl, add your all-purpose flour, yeast, salt, sugar, yogurt, oil, mix to combine, warm water. Mix it in, working the gluten till strong. Shape to a ball and cover with a damp towel. Heat on, pan, oil. Marinated chicken, spread it out, frying till charred. Flip and keep frying till golden brown. Set aside. Oil, butter, melt. Onions, saute. Ginger garlic paste, saute. Tomatoes, saute. Cumin, coriander, garam masala, salt, Kashmiri chili, cook to a paste. Cashew nuts infused with the spices. Water, mix, simmer. Dough has doubled in size, punch it down. Flour the surface, portioning the dough into balls, cover. Sauce has cooked and fragrant, blend till smooth and silky. Add in your chicken cubes and let it finish cooking in the sauce. Roll out and stretch your dough into a hot dry pan till risen. Flip directly over the flames till charred and smoky. Melt in slightly hot butter and garlic, coriander, mix it in and brush over your naan. Do the same to the rest. Chicken is almost done, heavy cream. Mix, and at this point you can finish it off with more butter and fenugreek. Go ahead and grab your warm garlic naan, butter chicken, dig in, enjoy. Merry Christmas and happy holidays, Ya Ajab.
Garlic, ginger, fried onions, tomato sauce, chicken breast in small cubes, oil for cooking, and some water, spices, salt, red chili powder, turmeric powder, coriander powder, garam masala powder, kasuri methi.
Okay, so the first step is put your stove on high heat and add some cooking oil. Add the fried onions, the ginger and garlic paste into the hot oil. Also gonna add the tomato sauce. Fry this up for 2 minutes until the garlic and ginger are cooked. Now we're gonna add some water. For the heat to simmer, cover it
For 2-3 minutes.
Alright, so now we're gonna increase the heat and fry the masala. We want the tomato sauce to kind of dry up and make a paste like this. And keep mixing it so it doesn't stick and burn to the pan. You can see the oil has separated from the masala. You can see the oil on the side right there. And this is the point where you want to add your chicken. We're going to do chicken breast we cut into bite-sized cubes. You can also use leftover chicken. We'll show you that recipe another time on how to do an easier way to make butter chicken at home. And now we're gonna add all the spices. So we're gonna add some extra oil at this point. Now we're covering it and we're gonna keep it on a low heat for how long?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. We're frying it for 4 minutes.
You can see that the chicken has left all this water. All the juice, whatever you want to call it. Again, you can add more oil if you need to. Now after 5 minutes, this is what the chicken looks like.
It's all cooked.
So now we're gonna increase the heat after 5 minutes and we're gonna dry up the sauce. I was also boiling basmati rice on the side. So now that the oil is separated and the heat is high, okay, 1 cup of milk.
Now mix it and simmer the heat for next 2-3 minutes.
So after a few minutes, now we're gonna add the final touches. A little bit of heavy cream. So the butter chicken is all done. And now we're gonna show you how to plate it. We're gonna add the heavy cream to top it all off. So pretty. The butter chicken without the butter. We're using Irish Gold butter. Tastes so good on this. Now some coriander or fenugreek.
Fenugreek. Grind some nutmeg.
And some fresh nutmeg grinded on top. This is really extra, but it really makes such a difference. It's for the aroma, my mom said.